called Bark and Bitches. It's B-A-R-K and apostrophe Bitches, B-I-T-C-H-E-S. Name's totally worked for me. I'm at 505 North Fairfax, so I'm kind of in that Fairfax village, 2 blocks south of Melrose, and it's just been a terrific area. The area is just changing, and very hip, and the whole thing. So yeah, it's been a great location. So I've been doing animal rescue, I want to say for 13 years, and the way it started was with my beloved Jimmy, who was volunteering in Skid Row. Found Jimmy as a stray puppy down there at 6th and Gladys, a really bad area. And of course I'm not going to leave him down there. Nobody, of course, claimed him. And I brought Jimmy home, and he started this for me. He really woke me up to what's happening in Los Angeles County. There's 57,000 strays on the streets in the county. Broke my heart. So you know what? One dog at a time, I do my best to help out. And I feel like it's my calling.
Well, this store, Shannon, is just gorgeous.
I've been open about 3.5 years now. I opened in April 2006. And it has been fantastic. Now, the most important thing here is that the store supports the rescue, and the rescue supports the store. I can't imagine being given the gift of having this store and not giving back to the community that I'm so involved in anyway, which is rescue, and using this as a foundation to bring people to the dogs and dogs to the people.
And how many dogs have you saved since you opened this store?
You ready?
No.
Probably 1,000 dogs have been rehomed through this store.
Oh my God, Shannon, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. You know, fosters literally equal saving a life. So the more fosters I have, the more dogs I get to save. And I think what's important that people need to know, people walk in here and they can't believe that this dog was at the shelter. Not only is that dog at the shelter, but there's 10 more like it, and probably most of those didn't make it out. A foster is actually, it's an amazing way. You get to basically care for a dog that has come from an abandoned situation. You create the home, we get to learn about the dogs through you. You know, I supply all the food, God forbid something medical should come up, we go to my vet, I take care of that, of course. And the dogs are on survival mode at the shelter. Who you see at the shelter is not necessarily who this dog is. I pulled so many dogs from the shelter that were literally in crisis mode emotionally. And once they're out of the shelter, they run in here, they grab a toy, they start playing. This dog didn't stand a chance at the shelter because they were showing so terribly. So we get to let the dog unwind.
So really, a foster can help the dog learn to be social. They take it home at night, right? And then they bring it back here in the morning?
Usually what I ask fosters to do is that I hold my big adoption fairs on Saturday or Sunday. So I don't expect somebody to come twice, you know, on their whole weekend. So they can pick either day that weekend, whatever works with their schedule. And then they're just available to speak to potential adoptees. And if they're comfortable, either bring the dog here for that adoptee to meet the dog during the week, or if they're comfortable, they can meet somewhere else or at their home or bring the dog to the adoptee's home. Okay, so one of the most important things is that as beautiful as most of this stuff is a lot of it is very, very affordable. I think one of the things I run across is that people adopt dogs from me, and standing in my company, they say they're going to go to Petco. And I think the misnomer about Petco is that they're cheaper. And the truth is that you're getting twice the quality for basically the same price. If you adopt from me, you actually get a 20% off shopping spree, so you get to get really good quality stuff for basically, you know, very equal value.
Well, so, good to know.
Yes, I know, because oh my God, I got a collar collection that is my pride and joy. So come on, let me take you over to the collars.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can just kind of go on and on with these collars.
This is unbelievable.
So these are just kind of the cloth collars. Then you come over here, and basically you have a lot of these collars I actually create myself. I work with the leather companies, and we'll pick out hides. I'll create the color combinations. This is probably one of my best-selling lines. I'll show you here. This beautiful line right here.
Wow.
They're beautiful, and there's more up here.
For the glitzy Hollywood dog, huh?
So those do really well. I think the also important thing is that your dog has a good name tag. The problem is when you go to, you know, Petco or a place like that, the engraving machine, your tag's good for a few months. It's so lightly engraved that the information wears off, it's not legible. So I think it's really important to invest in a good collar, a good tag. So we have sterling silver. I mean, there's more sterling silver. There's things like this. There's all these kind of tags.
Oh, you have a huge selection of tags. They don't have this at Petco.
No. They give you some coins and you go to a machine and it engraves it for you, and it's good for a few months.
And this stuff, you gave me some of these for my dogs. My dogs went crazy over these things.
Oh my God, this is probably one of my best-selling treats. And it's really a nice chunk of chicken. It's free range, so the free range cattle, so there's no hormones, steroids, all that injected into the cattle, so your dog's not digesting that. Everything I do here is organic or holistic. You know, I really try to educate people to not buy anything off the grocery store shelf. It may say natural, but basically, as we know, dogs died a couple of years ago, thousands of dogs and cats. And those companies use a lot of fillers, and those fillers come from China. So,
wow, and you could probably order any kind of dog food somebody wants, but you have some that you recommend here?
I do. I carry a few brands that have been doing amazing. A lot of people, the highest end dog food that I know that's on the market is a dog food called Origin. Origin is probably the closest thing to raw that you're going to get in kibble form. They basically have emulated what the wolves have eaten the wild, because the digestive tract of a dog is identical to that of a wolf. So they have recreated that in the food Origin. It's a terrific food. It's won lots and lots of awards. And then the Canidae, which is an old standby. It's a great holistic food again. Artemis I've been carrying since I've opened. Again, a great holistic food. All of the ingredients all come locally. There's nothing from out of the country.
And look at these beautiful dog bowls. Oh my God. You've got so much in dog carriers and toys. God, who knew that all this was?
I think the most important thing too is, as far as dog toys go, I really search for toys that you're not going to find in those chain stores. And I have come up with some amazing toys that are interactive for your dog, some tough plush toys for the dog that can't have plush. So there's some great things here. Well, this is Kimberly.
Hey, Kimberly.
And Kimberly actually works here.
Oh, hi. And who is this beauty?
Oh my God, that is Cheddar. Cheddar's up for adoption. He's an 8-month-old puppy out of a high-kill shelter, and he's just fantastic.
He's a beautiful dog. Oh my goodness, he wants to play.
So that's Cheddar. And then, you know, there's a few more dogs here. Probably in the next hour or so, there's going to be a lot of people showing up with my fosters, my fabulous fosters. Will be showing up with the dogs that they're taking care of for me.
Okay, well, I noticed you got another puppy back here that just came in. Well, there's, what's the name of this one?
This is Jean-Claude.
Jean-Claude, oh my goodness.
Jean-Claude also came out of a very high-kill shelter, Baldwin Park. You can tell he has no resentment at all. And but he's obviously not been kept since he's very young. He has never seen a bath. He has never seen a groomer. That is things that we're taking care of with him here. So he was obviously thrown in a backyard and, you know, not taken care of. So.
And this is a gorgeous little doggy too.
This is actually a very rare dog. This kind of Merle on a Chihuahua is normally not found. So he's definitely been a conversation piece.
Well, gosh, I can't wait to get this up on YouTube so that people will know how great it is over here at Barks and Bitches. And look at this little guy.
Oh my God, that's Amelia.
Hi, Amelia.
And Amelia was in the back room to get euthanized. And she's a very rare blue and red, blue fawn and red Doberman mix. A puppy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The more dogs that I, get to adopt out, the more dogs I get to save. So, and God, if you have a dog, bring your dog here. We'll put a fabulous collar on him. You'll be happy.
Thank you, Shannon.
My pleasure. Another human life changed as a result of a rescue. Love that.